Dennis Kutrieb after Hampton and Richmond 1, Absolute United 2. What a week you've had, starting at Hampton, going on to the game against Halifax, and then the trilogy of 8 games. Here you are at Hampton with another win.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought win, I think. You could see it was an unbelievable battle on the pitch. Great game from Hampton, great game from us. I think different quality of National League South football, but still advertising because no one left anything on the pitch. Not our boys, not their boys. Everyone went down on the floor after the final whistle, and you could see that's what it's all about. And I think every fan can go home happy because there was a great fight, as I said, from both sides.
You didn't seem to start the game as fluently as you perhaps would have done. They were sending a lot of pressure down your left flank, and you brought Sido John Batty on late in the first half, and that seemed to turn things around a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough for me as a manager to make decisions, but that's my job, that's what I have to do. And who could see Franklin was not at his best today and get the booking very unlucky very early in the game, so he couldn't be very offensive and could attack, so he needed to be so patient and always wait. But against their right midfielder, it was not easy then to be passive, so we needed to make a change there. But that's all fine. We have a big squad and everyone is able to play, everyone wants to play, everyone wants to get minutes, and that's good for us. I think we started very poor and slow, but more because I think sometimes if you have a great result like on Saturday or even last Wednesday, it can stick with you for a little moment in the game, so you always need to make sure that you have another start and sharp, and you can speak about it, but sometimes subconsciously it's a little bit more difficult to come in the game and to get in the game, especially with these conditions. Again, well done to Hampton to make this pitch playable, because it was very, very soft and not easy to play. But as I said, credit to them that they make it playable for us and for them, and didn't call it off. From this point of view, it was not about being beautiful today. I said to them, we just need to be ugly enough to get this win. It was not beautiful, but it is 3 points, and no one will ask in a few weeks how we got these 3 points.
You went behind after 10 minutes to a free kick that was whipped in and converted, but you came back soon after that with a goal from Rakesh Bingham, who's back amongst the goals again, which is good for Rakesh.
Yeah, I think honestly this was maybe our wake-up call. We were not in the game at all, and they scored a goal, and as soon as they scored the goal, we were on top. We scored a goal and we should have scored 3 more in the first half. We had 3 outstanding chances. Then in the second half, 1 big chance was Dom, and then another chance obviously was a penalty. But Rex back on the score sheet, yeah, that's amazing. And Greg Cundall shortly after he came in, another goal, well taken goal. And that's what we needed. That's why we have a good squad and a big squad. When we have to make changes, we can make them. And again, very, very proud of the boys, because that is not an easy place, and other teams will lose games here and will drop points here, because obviously they're in a bad spell at the moment, but as soon as their injury or injured players are back, they will get their results, what they need.
You mentioned Greg Cundall there. You brought him off the bench in the second half, and within seconds of coming into the game, he'd scored. I mean, that must be one of the quickest goal-scoring efforts by a substitute I think I've ever seen.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know, but you could see Chepo was putting such a great shift in there and make his opponent very, very tired, and so we can bring on a fresh Greg Cundall who can always be a threat straight away, and that's what he has done. So credit to him, but credit to Chepo as well, because as I said, he was working ever so hard and making sure that his opponent gets a bit tired, and so Greg could come in and get a reward.
You could have had the game sewn up with the penalty late in the game. Shaq Courthurst took it, didn't manage to convert it. That's the second penalty recently that's been missed. Have you got to find a new penalty taker, or is it something you'll be working on in training? Yeah, maybe I should work on my fitness and I'll go back to score the penalties, because I said to the boys I would never ever miss a penalty, but maybe it's too much pressure now. So, but yeah, so he deserved to get the penalty, because this chance was unbelievable, how much determination he tried to score there. I was a little bit sad for him that he couldn't score straight away, but I was pretty convinced that he will score, because he did it before, he did it so well, so he deserved to score a goal. So I was pretty sure he will score it, but it's football, it can happen, and as long as we get the wins and what we have done today, I'm not too angry about a missed penalty. It's always a problem if you don't win a game then, but if you still win, it's still
like, oh yeah, you can do better, but I think he will be the person which can't sleep tonight and no one else. So from this point of view, just he needs to keep his head up and needs to keep working hard. And I think everyone needs to stick with him because he's a great character and he's a great player. Sometimes he gets not the right rewards from my personal feeling. He gets it from me, but he gets it not from everyone. But he should get it from everyone because he will always leave everything on the pitch for this club, and that's what everyone should see, and everyone should cheer him and give him the credit he deserves.
On Saturday, you're back at Stonebridge Road. You entertain Tonbridge. Will that be a game like this, do you think, or will it have a different characteristic to it?
No, I think that's what I said to the boys. There's 3 upcoming games, now are 2. Every game is very similar. Tonbridge is similar and Cheshunt is similar. Obviously a little bit different qualities, every single one, and different abilities and different strengths and weaknesses, but in general the same games, and we need to be up for it. Like you could see today, there's no chance for us to sleep the first 15 minutes. We need to be up from the first minute, but I think this was needed today, that they can see if we don't turn up from the first minute. Like I always say, we are struggling like everyone else as well, but if we turn up from the first minute, it's another good chance for us to get points on the board. That's what we want to do, but I saw Tonbridge already. They are a good side. They're a little bit in a transition period where they come back from the old management team, was not playing so much football, to playing a little bit more with good players on the pitch. And as I said, it's a bit different challenge, but in general it will be the same. And it's going to be a tough game on Saturday again, but now we can rest and enjoy this win because it was a very, very good and important win for us, and then we go again on Saturday.
Just to where we came in, just to ask your feelings, the fans have had a fantastic week. You know, the win at Hampton, the win against Halifax and the win tonight. How have you seen that week? You must have enjoyed it too.
No, definitely. It can't be any better. Not for me, not for our fans, for no one, even for the players, for the club. So we have good times at the moment, but again, we appreciate the support again. So fans are coming and trying to support us and are there even when it's cold and rainy and everything else. So I'm proud at the moment, but as you could see today, so the problem in football is it's so vulnerable, and you can be so happy about the situation and the games and how many good games we had, especially now in the last week. But it's could see today, so it's. In a second it can be gone, and that's the only, I don't want to say problem, but that's a challenge in football, because you can't get ahead of yourself. You need to manage it to be ready for the next game and deliver the next game again, so there's no time to really enjoy what they have done the whole week, because we need to go again on Saturday. If we would get another win on Saturday and then we have another challenge on Tuesday, Cheshunt, then we might have a little bit time, because then it's a FA trophy and then it's a FA Cup, so we are out for 2 weeks with league games, so maybe we can enjoy it there a little bit more.
Is it getting tougher as the season goes on?
Not for me, because I'm staying outside. It's just getting colder, but not tougher. So we just need to make sure that we're up for it, as I said. And today you could see we are able to bring this battle. We are able to dig deep and to get the wins. And this was what we were missing last season in times and in spells, especially these type of games. As I said a few weeks ago, we might not have won last season, but this season we are good enough at the moment, because we have the awareness and we are experienced enough to make more right than wrong decisions when we have to defend and when we have to dig deep. But we can have it a little bit easier when we score our chances, because then this might not be such a massive battle. But again, so I'm really proud of them. I'm proud for our club, proud for our fans, and really appreciate the time at the moment. But we can enjoy it now 2 days, and then we have to be prepared for Tonbridge, and then we go again on Saturday.
I'm sure the fans would love to see you come on at the plough end and take a penalty before the game on Saturday. So perhaps that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, this would be 100% a goal, so we should think about it.
Before the end of the season?
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks, Dennis.
Cheers.